Kicking off couples travel trailers, folks, we have the Dutchmen Atlas 2732RB. This beautiful floor plan has a big slide, doesn't have any carpet in the slide, huge bathroom, big bedroom up front, TV directly across from the seating space, plus an outside kitchen. Folks, if it's just a couple of you and you're looking for a good travel trailer, something that has a lot of space for you, this is one that you certainly don't want to miss. We'll start actually right over here on the entertainment center. So one of the things I really like about this floor plan is it's something you don't get very often in a rear bath. And that's the fact that you have the sofa directly across from the TV. So when it's just the two of you, you want to kind of wind down at night, you know, after you had a lot of fun during the day, whether you're going fishing or kayaking or just sitting out around the campfire. You want to come inside, sit down, take a load off, relax, maybe watch a show. This gives you the ability to do that. And again, you don't have to crane your neck, right? That's why I love this setup. I don't know about you, but if you've ever watched TV and you're doing one of these, or you're looking way up, after, probably 20 minutes or so, your neck starts to hurt, but that's not the case here. And also, just to kind of give you that ambiance, right, as you're sitting there snuggling up, you'll see you have a fireplace right down below as well. And not only does that look great and give you that kind of, home feel, but also that is a space heater. So if you are parked somewhere where you have shore power or you're running a generator on this RV, you can run that. You don't have to use up any propane, and it will do a good job of taking the chill off kind of right here in this space where you're sitting. You'll also notice a little bit of storage up top. One of the other things you'll see is the fact that it comes out. Now, the reason they do that is if we take a look right here, open this up for you, look at that. As soon as you walk in, you have this giant storage space. And this gives you a lot of versatility. If you want to use this as a pantry, by all means, it's close enough to the kitchen, you can certainly do that. If you want to take these shelves out and use it as a coat closet, right, you can hang your jackets up right there. You still have room for a Swiffer or a broom or whatever else you want to put in here. Shoes down below, you can put a little mat, and as soon as you come in, you have a place to put all of that. So again, I love kind of this setup and what they've done, giving you that option, that versatility. As we make our way in a little bit further, one of the things you'll notice is the barreled ceiling. So that gives you a lot of height too. I love my wife to death, and one of the things that a lot of people are concerned about is no matter how much you love someone, when you're confined in a smaller space, you may start to get on people's nerves a little bit, right? If 2020 proved anything, I think it proved that to a lot of people. But having the barreled ceiling, right, helps it feel a little more open, feel a little bit bigger, especially with the windows, right? So you don't feel as closed in. Because this is a decent size RV. It's not huge. I think we're at like a little over 31 foot, almost 31 and a half. So it's a good size RV, but that barreled ceiling, those windows really help open that space up. As far as weight too, if you're thinking about towing, this one runs a little over 6,800 pounds dry. So chances are you will need a half-ton or larger truck to tow it. So if you're looking at this, you're loving it, just keep that one in mind. And when you get over 30 foot, that's generally going to be the case. You're going to need something a little bit bigger. And as I mentioned, if you're going out, you're doing kayaking, all these cool adventures, and you want to make sure that you have enough water. Folks, this one has a 50-gallon fresh tank and 56 gallons of gray. So you can be out there for a while and not have to worry about, coming back, filling up water, things like that. So nice big tanks on here. So again, if you're a couple that likes to get away, this one may be a great option. You can see the fridge and freezer right there, plenty of space. You have some drawers down below. This one does run off both propane and electric and has automatic switchover. And again, folks, if this is the RV for you, you're going to want to make sure you text that word RV to 46642. That will lock in your price for this one. Folks, because this one right here, with the show that we're having, you're looking at this one starting at $34,120, which is $8.17 a day. Very affordable for two of you to get out and really start enjoying. And if this is the one, you're going to want to text the word RV to 46642. As we take a look at the kitchen, you will see nice L-shaped kitchen, beautiful countertops here as well. These are upgraded countertops. What they do is they take like a thermal foil and they put it on top and they heat it to the wood. And what that heat treatment allows is it kind of gives you a solid surface without being a true solid surface. So it's lighter weight than solid surface, and it's a lot more durable than your standard T-mold. You don't have anything popping off here at the corners. It allows you to undermount the sink. So you can see that double stainless steel bowl right there. It is nice and deep, very modern cut to it as well, plus a high-rise pull-out faucet. You want to talk about, some nicer features, having that high-rise is great. There is a weight underneath. You know, obviously I need to play with that because this isn't going back in perfectly, but it normally does, right? The weight drops down, pulls that up. But I really like having the high-rise faucet with the pull-out, especially because right over here is our plug-in. So this is where I'd put my coffee maker. I can just take this out, fill it up nice and easy. We're good to go. Storage all the way across the top, stainless steel appliances, microwave hood, and an oven. You know, a lot of manufacturers are starting to get rid of ovens. This one does still have one. So if you like to bake casseroles or anything like that, you know, enchiladas, maybe just, maybe if you're baking a cake, cupcakes, right? You're having a party, you have the ability to do that too. Right over to the side, there's space for a small trash can, which I always appreciate. I hate having my trash bag hang out. Couple big drawers underneath there as well. And as we come to the back, we'll move into the rear bathroom. This is a rear bath unit. One of the big advantages to rear baths, right? So you're starting to look at floor plans, you'll start to see, you kind of have like rear bath, rear living, are going to be your two big couples models, right? So the nice thing about a rear bath, generally speaking, is it is a big bathroom. Why is that important? Well, in an RV, you don't have a ton of places to change clothes, right, for privacy. You can up in the bedroom, but a lot of times the bedrooms are a little bit tighter, and this one's no exception. We'll see that when we go up there. But right back here, you have a ton of space. You can step out of the shower, you can dry off, you can get dressed. As you are getting dressed, you have a almost full-length mirror right over here to the side, so you can make sure that your shirt and your pants and your shoes, everything is looking good right there. Plus, there is storage. Right, so you have a ton of, a nice big linen closet, a ton of storage for towels, whatever else you need in here. Right down in the corner is a porcelain bowl. If you've seen my videos before, you know I'm a big fan of porcelain. It stays cleaner longer, it's easier to clean in general, and you have plenty of leg room and shoulder space there too. The other big thing about it, we talk about space to get dressed. Look at this. You have a hanging rod going across this entire span here. So lots of clothes storage here in the bathroom. There's an outside kitchen underneath. We'll see that when we go outside. But just know that you have all that clothes storage, which is definitely a really nice thing to have. In the very back is your sink. Big countertop space too. It's always a good bonus there. Electrical outlet, some storage underneath, mirrored medicine cabinet with storage there. And in the corner is the neo-angle shower. I'll take a step in here just to show you. Folks, I'm 6 foot tall. You see I have plenty of head space here. That skylight definitely adds some additional headroom. Even with the doors shut, I'll kind of show you, I can still spin around, right? So, I'm over 210 pounds. I can still hang out in there, spin around, stand up fully, no issue. So, again, if you like the, having that big bathroom and a place to change your clothes, rear bath floor plan is a good option. Take a look at the slide out. A couple things I really like here. One is the fact you have windows all the way around, including on the sides, and those side windows do open. So if you want cross ventilation through this slide, if you don't want to run the AC, which as you'd expect, it does have fully ducted AC and heat, you can open those windows and just have that ventilation come through. You'll also see your table and chairs rather than a booth style dinette. And in a couples model, I prefer to see this. I don't necessarily need the sleeping here. I have sleeping capacity in the sofa, but this is perfect because it looks a lot nicer and it gives you more room, right? It's a lot easier to get in and out than it is in a booth dinette. You'll also notice they completely eliminated carpet here. Has a tiny little step up, which is fine. I personally like that look. It makes cleaning so much easier when you eliminate the carpet. And then lastly, as we mentioned, is that sofa, which was directly across from the TV. And folks, this is a tri-fold, which means this folds out into a comfortable bed for any guests. So if you do have guests, you have a spot for them to sleep, right? They're not going to be left high and dry. And again, it's why I say I think it's another reason that I like the fact they went with freestanding table and chairs. Now, as we come up into the bedroom, there's some things I like up here as well. You have the queen bed in the center. You'll see storage on both sides with individual nightstands, cubby holes underneath. I like that they actually have countertops on the nightstand, so you can put something a little bit heavier there. Like if you have a CPAP machine, it can sit there no problem. You have electrical outlets. You'll see wardrobe on both sides. Now, it's not a huge wardrobe. It's pretty narrow, but that's okay because we had that big one in the back. Front windshield, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Lets you see, both outside if you have a beautiful view and, of course, lets the sun in if you want it in there. You have a vent here with second AC prep. So if you want a second AC in here, it's already prepped for it, good to go. It's already braced. You have the wiring for it. And you have TV hookup over in the corner, plus the two big sliding doors here to close off for privacy. So again, if you do have guests that stay the night, you're able to close that off. Remember, folks, if you're loving this one, we're going to take a look at the outside, but if you love it, make sure you text the word RV to 46642 so you can lock in your pricing on this beauty right here. Let's take a walk to the front. I want to show you a couple features up here that I really enjoy. So one of the things is you will see, right, you have bigger propane tanks, and that's always a great thing. That means you can stay out camping longer. Also a power tongue jack. This allows you to hook up and disconnect super easily. Flip of a switch here, and you can raise and lower that tongue, making things very simple. And then you will see that 3/4 front cap up there with that beautiful windshield we saw up front. That gives it just a gorgeous look. Coming around to the side, notice a couple things here. Solar prep, so if you want solar, all you have to do is buy portable panels, plug it in there, you're good to go. If you take a look at the pass-through, you will see that it has an LED light running the entire length, so it is very bright in there. It really allows you to see anything, no matter how far in you are. And then you'll see power stabilizer jacks here too. So that way, when you get to your campsite, all you have to do is flip a switch. It'll drop those down. You don't have to worry about, manually cranking them. So that's one of the things about the Atlas. It makes life a lot easier. You get to the campsite, you have a power tongue jack. You have power stabilizer jacks. You have a power awning, right? They're trying to make it easy. And if it's just a couple of you, you want to get out there and start relaxing and enjoying each other's, enjoy that time together where you can put your cell phones away and just be with each other. And the quicker you can do that, the better. It's one of the things I love about the Atlas. You also see the More Ride step above steps, folks. Hey, none of us are getting any younger, right? And these steps right here make it so much easier to get in and out. They're very sturdy, aluminum treads so they don't rust. The larger grab handle here as well. And the last thing I want to show you, if we make our way to the back, you'll see the outside kitchen on this one. So if you want to do some cooking outside, you can, plus a refrigerator for beverages. If you know me, I like to load that guy up. And on the very, very back, you will also see a 2-inch receiver hitch with 300-pound weight capacity. So if you have a bike rack, you can toss it right in there. Remember, folks, this is the Atlas 2732RB. If you're interested, text RV to 46642.